Rayshawn Pleasant, dangerous return man back deep's already brought one back for a score this year. And that Bob, the running back. They hand it off on a jet sweep to Eric Singleton. Of penalties. They're hoping that being at home, that will change. Singleton again on first down. I want 2nd and 7 and not 2nd and 13 or 14 as they've been dealing with.
Been few and far between.
Yeah, the average in those 2 games to go is 11.2 yards. Brandon Frazier, the tight end, had a career high 5 catches last week in the loss at A&M. Play action pass. Cam Coleman was Williamson.
After further review, the pass has been ruled incomplete.
Faster with some quick game and short passes.
They also want him to throw the ball deep, get rid of the ball when it's one-on-one coverage. They think their wide receivers are going to win those.
Pearson's distance from the field goal is not great.
Over the middle and spinning for a first down is Perry Thompson in a game on 3rd down since 2006. An 0 for 7 against Georgia. Short pass and Singleton goes. Tennessee, Alabama, even Kentucky last week had success throwing the ball in the first half. Turning the corner, Jeremiah. 3rd and 1. All of a sudden they can't be stopped on 3rd down. They were the worst team in the SEC in the red zone. Design run for Jackson Arnold. He's down to the 11. They are tilting the safety over in Coleman's direction to the top of your screen. Here's Arnold again. Stop just Arnold 6'1", 219. They have 3 tight ends on the field. It is Arnold again. He lunges ahead for the first.
After further review, the ruling on the field has been upheld. It's first down.
Successfully so. Fake to Cobb to the end zone. Coleman, and it's broken up. There is a flag down. Dalen Everett had the.
Defense number 6.
Will it be Arnold running again? This time he keeps it and scores. What a drive for the awesome changes. And that was a very well called and well executed drive. 14 down on the opponent's first possession in 3 of their 4 SEC games this year. Returnable for Branch. And he's down near the 25-yard line in the SEC championship game after Beck left with an injury. They've run the ball very well. Nate Frazier gets the game. And Frazier and Bowens are powerful backs. We might see Dwight Phillips Jr., who has a better chance to take it a long distance. Quick slant. His team leading 19th catch of the year. Here comes a blitz. Stockton got it off. Nate Frazier. Another first down. Oscar Delp, the tight end, went in motion and blasted his Stockton. Woodyard laid the lumber on Stockton. Here's a quick pass to Branch, and he's stacked up, led by Xavier. Eldrick Falk put the pressure on. Stockton got it off, incomplete. Kane Lee was in the way. There's a very late flag thrown by the back judge. Offensive pass interference is his preliminary signal, and
Pass interference, offense number 7.
5-year-old Australian will punt it to Malcolm Simmons. Simmons from the 10. Good return. The Bo Jackson and Terry Beasley. 7-0 Auburn on offense for the second time. Depth on defense, particularly up front. And it's been a secondary that hasn't played up to the usual standard. There's a flag. DeMello Jones is going to be called for pass interference.
Pass interference, defense number 15.
Hugh Freeze would want to throw the ball with regularity, but Arnold kept taking sacks. He throws it intended for Malcolm Simmons off the jet sweep. Arnold, good catch by Coleman on a ball quarter, engineered by Jackson Arnold. George's run 6. Frazier hit just as the ball arrived. Barely a good thing. Perhaps you're hanging on the ball too much, being too cautious. Jeremiah Cobb, first down.
Turn get punched, but I can promise you they're going to be punching back.
They look like they might get run out of the building, passed out of the building in Knoxville. Here's Cobb, again turning the corner, another flag thrown.
Holding, offense number 1. 10-yard penalty.
Those noisy venues in Norman and College Station, and right on cue, Xavier Chaplin, who's been
Ball start, offense number 65.
player, transfer from Virginia Tech. He was considered to be one of the best linemen in the transfer portal. It gets dumped off to Preston Howard, and the tight end has a first. Howard, a transfer from Maryland. Play action pass. Coleman. Good tackle to take him across.
And all throughout that first 15 minutes.
Mari Alston's the running back. They tried to foot another first down at the 4-yard line. Alston. He got flattened. Crohn's disease, had his large intestine removed, and that one is just barely good from 25 yards. He's now made all 20 of his day. Brought to you by IHG Hotels and Resorts. What a day it has been. The SEC on it. They had the ball for 6 plays on their opening possession. Here's Chauncey Bowens trying to bounce outside.
The most disrupted pass rusher.
Bowens again. Excellent pass rusher on the other end. They rush 4. Stockton slings one, incomplete. Trying to. Now Thorson, 51-yard punt the first time. This one's very high in the air. Malcolm Simmons of Jackson Arnold and Auburn moved the ball nicely on 2 drives. Now a deep shot for Cam Coleman, and it's a redshirt freshman, went to IMG Academy in Florida, one of the top recruits in the country in his class. At Tennessee for Oklahoma. He hasn't thrown an interception in a year, more than a year. He got hit as he throws in that streak. Hudson cocked to punt. There's a flag down on 4th and 6. Zachariah Branch, fair catch. Thurston looking at Kirby Smart.
Illegal formation, kicking team. 1 to 4 players lined up in the backfield. 5-yard penalty will be enforced from the end of the return.
Defenses over the years. Nate Frazier. Bobo's teams have won 3 out of 5, including last year between the hedges. Elijah Mendez down. Stockton is escaping back at the 35. Got away. Up as if to punt. And another bomb by Thorson. Simmons, the deep man, trying to decoy the coverage team. And they were having trouble getting the ball snapped. So a timeout called. Nope, they didn't get the timeout. The flag instead. Sheet, he would have. Spends a lot of time on that sheet. Eric Singleton. Arnold. Short completion to Howard.
With tempo, so they can't make that substitution.
And they convert. Frazier has one. Now G has one. To the sideline. Coleman. First down, just shy of midfield. Event that'll be contested here on Monday. Here's Jackson Arnold. Play clock down to 3. Damari Alston straight ahead for the first in. Looking full of vitality. Damari Alston. They catch them off guard once, but they do the best job of adjusting of any defensive coaches that Hugh has played. Perry Thompson fights for another first down. On 3rd down and 1, Alston didn't look like he got there, although the official on the far side. Tigers with 4 minutes to go in the half. For
Penn, correct? Not Penn State. Penn, yes. Yes, the business school.
Yes, among other things. Very fine Ivy League institution. Jackson Arnold, there's flags down. Jackson Arnold has some room down the sideline. Pursued across.
Based on where they threw that flag.
Offense number 72.
Along the hash marks. And Arnold went to Coleman on the single side. And Arnold's completed his last 6 passes. 3rd down and 14. He pulls it down and runs. Jackson Arnold still on his feet. Inside the 5-yard line. Goal from the 4. 2 minutes to go in the half. Leading 10-0. Trying to pad it. Damari Alston stacked up. Over Georgia, we're just in the running back. Will it be Arnold again? Yes, it will. Following Alston. And they're going to mark him down. Crowd thinks he scored, but he bounced to the goal line. His last time out.
The ruling on the field is upheld. It'll be 2nd down.
A few weeks.
They're 8 out of 10 on 3rd down. Jackson Arnold. Crowd thinks he got in. The officials are trying to sort it out. Meanwhile, the ball is out. There's a Georgia player running in the opposite direction all the way down. That's Kyron Jones. Kirby saying there's the ball. We have a touchdown. Meanwhile, Hugh Freeze thinks his team scored. And a couple of the offensive players on the field are signaling that. And the indication is it's a fumble and it's Georgia's ball. Let's look. They line up like the Philadelphia Eagles. The ball does come out. C.J. Allen punched it out. The question was, did he break the plane? Hard to tell with all those bodies in there.
So hard to tell exactly what's going on. Where is the ball as he crosses the plane? And like you said, Sean, it was called a fumble on the field. It also has never hit.
I mean, the top of his body is comfortably across the goal line from the view down the line. The question is, when did the ball come out?
Looked like initially he was in. I thought he was in. I thought they were about to signal touchdown.
When folks were upset about the defensive touchdown that got overturned. He still has the ball. It doesn't get punched out till then. The ball's across the goal line. What I have to do is break the plane the beginning of the goal line. Matt, do you have any final comments? Or maybe not final. Do you have additional comments?
Well, from the synced up views, it looks like he's got the ball tucked right in his chest, right at his numbers on the front.
After further review, the runner lost control of the ball prior to reaching the plane to goal line.
Oh, boy. I have no idea what they were looking at. I mean, all 3 of us thought that shot. We do not understand.
Had to go with what the call on the field was.
Gunner Stockton just trying to get them some room. Auburn, sure, they get it out of the end zone. They go out of the gun. McCray bounces outside, delivers a stiff arm, has a 1st down. Cash Jones in at running back. He takes the swing pass and goes down at the 20. Short set by Stockton. Good catch.
Further review, the ruling on the field is upheld. With 1st down, Georgia, the 32-yard line.
Here's an Auburn blitz. Stockton runs away from it, throws to the sideline, caught. Some green between the toes and the sideline. Well, Matt.
After review, number 4, the defense hit a protected player above the shoulders with his helmet. Therefore, targeting has been created as a foul.
They've still run only 17 plays to 43 for the Tigers. Cash Jones, the running back. Woodring, their kicker, has a big leg. Stockton throws behind. This season it's 48. 55 is indoors in Atlanta. And Stockton forced to throw it away. There's going to be a late hit. Morris Williams took.
And that's what results in the foul. You can let him go right there. The ball's out. But because of that late push, the officials all over it.
7-yard line. 7 more penalties for Auburn tonight. Stockton throws incomplete through the hands. Didn't play football till his senior year in high school. Blitz off the edge. They threw the ball out to that side of the field.
Offside. Defense from 17.
8 Auburn penalties. They go to the quick pass again. Colby Young still on his feet. Stacked up. And stopped near the 5-yard line.
Especially big there that Colby Young was able to get out of bounds. Obviously, Georgia without a timeout. Precious seconds could have ticked off. Now they can reload.
I think they're going to wind the clock now. That's why, yes, they are winding the clock. They had stopped his forward progress. They just moved the chains. Stockton throws it away. And it looked like they just wanted to move the ball out. Stockton running out of time. Atkins approached and he threw it away. Jared Smith came on. Crawford came off. The play clock is at 0. That was great coaching by the Auburn staff. They were in timeout. The 2-minute timeout was 32 minutes ago. Stockton has it batted down and in. And that's a gimme for him. He's made 43. Woodring's kickoff will be a touchback. Georgia had been held scoreless.
The team as you'll ever find.
Personal foul. Illegal blindside block.
And as he said to us yesterday when you were in call, that sent Kayan Lee, a starting Auburn corner, out of the game, and that's big. He's one of their best defensive part of it. There's Gunnar Stockton on first down. Cash Jones up the sideline.
Georgia's 14. It was completely dominant until that last sequence.
Even with that last drive, Georgia only finished the first half with 78 yards.
And we're only down 7, so a lot still to be determined here in this game.
Gunnar Stockton, a design run. He said one of the things they've done well all season coming in, stop the run and run the ball. They didn't do either very well in the first half. Left guard was a question mark with a hamstring. He's out there. And they have the 2 big freshmen on the right side. The right guard, Dontrell Glover, and the right tackle, Juan Gaston. Stockton's pass batted down. There's a flag down.
Pass interference. Defense number 14.
Penalties assessed on them for 80 yards. Dwight Phillips Jr. is in at running back, a guy they think can make some explosive plays. On 2nd and 11, they brought some pressure and didn't get there. And that pass.
Couple times in the first half, they've actually brought the heat. Let's see if they drop out or bring it.
Cash Jones, the running back, on 3rd down and 11. They're hoping for run after the catch from Branch. They got some, but not enough to. And there was movement. Not a flag yet. Back shoulder throw, broken up. Jackson Arnold handed it off to Eric Singleton. He's in trouble and dropped for a loss by. Seems like C.J. Allen's been there a long time. Arnold. There's a flag down on the far side of the field. It was Allen again in on the tackle.
Holding. Defense number 6.
You're going to get a double move, and they're going to throw one over their heads.
Malcolm Simmons. They faked it to him. And over the middle, caught, pressed Preston Howard fighting to get, and even look at it for that, and they shouldn't have. It was not targeting, and they can't call a late hit from the booth anyway. 3rd down and 1. They don't back. Singleton, the motion man. Low snap handled by Arnold, and the throw is high, and Preston Howard on 1st down. Gunner Stockton on target. Colby Young rumbles down. Nate Frazier's the running back. He gets the call, and a good tackle. Stockton running out of time. Flags are down. He almost threw an interception.
There are 2 fouls on the play, both on the defense. Holding number 17 is declined. Holding number 13 is accepted. 10-yard penalty, automatic 1st down.
In 2018. It's been a problem. Stockton back shoulder throw, and it's incomplete. Gunner Stockton lots of time, man breaking open, caught inside the 2-yard for Thomas. The other 3 were all against Austin Peay. Chauncey Bowens to the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia. He's made all 140 PATs in his career, and he's still perfect. Still has momentum on its side. Noah Thomas got them down near the goal line, and Bowens punched it in. 5 plays, 63 yards, 10-10, middle of the 3rd.
Protection, the 7-man protection, and watch Oscar Delp go off and secure the end of the line of scrimmage. That's a clean pocket for Gunner Stockton to operate in. He had very few.
He had his career high 124 yards receiving. All right, thank you very much, Kevin. Here's Jeremiah Cobb. Brandon Frazier, the tight end, went in motion. Cam Coleman stopped at the 30, 5 yards short. Percentages will change.
I think that's a safe bet.
Here comes a Georgia blitz up the middle, and Arnold goes down in the arms of
Son. Well timed. He just hits it immediately, and watch number 77 Jeremiah Wright just can't close fast enough. He drifts outside just ever so slightly with that inside out rush, which means he gives up the hole right between him and the center, Connor Lew. That's the A gap. You got to protect inside out.
On 4th and 12, Hudson Cock punts. Definitely making progress under Mike Vrabel. On 1st down for Georgia. Stockton throws, juggling catch made by Stockton flush, takes off running, and runs out of bounds. He's a true freshman. They've just been injured. Right on cue, they blow right through that offense. They don't need the help. Georgia's 0 for 5 on 3rd down. 4-man rush. Stockton got a hit as he threw it. Cash Jones runs after the catch. He got to tonight 5 out of 7 on 4th down. 3 of those plays went for touchdowns. Frazier juggled the pitch, but controlled it and got the 1st down. Under 3 minutes to go. Here's a reverse and a pass by Dylan Bell. Big miss. They had it right there. On 2nd and 10. Bowen stumbled ahead. Bowen's the running back. It's a screen, and Delp gets to give them the lead. Not much of a breeze. What little there is at his back. He doesn't need the help. That one is good. Lafayette, Louisiana.
Perfect snap, match laces, nails it right down the middle, and what a response. I feel like it's time and time again.
Every kickoff returns for touchdowns. Well, he's not going to try it in the rankings, but Penn State loses at home to Northwestern today, 1 week after their shocking loss at previously winless UCLA. Jeremiah Cobb, the running back. His 10th carry of the game. A hard score lead. It's been all Georgia. The Dogs had a spy on Arnold. The throw is a miss. They threw a slider. And now Cock with a shank. With Lawson Lucky at tight end in the slot now going in motion. Nate Frazier changed on a late first half turnover. Now Georgia with the 3-point lead. And they're back in Auburn territory. And going to stop since.
You got Zachariah Branch in the backfield. He's their go-to guy.
Stockton got it to him quickly. Runs through the defense and has a first down. It's going to be exceptionally difficult for them. Straight ahead, Josh McCray.
One of the tight ends out there.
With a blitz coming. Single coverage and an incomplete pass. 9, they're 1 for 8 on third down. They just converted a moment ago. Stockton jumping up and down. He wants the snap. Timeout called by Georgia. Kirby Smart's trying to say, I didn't want the timeout.
I've never seen that before.
Well, you know, can they let him get away with this? Because the play clock was at 1. Rescued them from either using a timeout or a delay of game penalty. Stockton takes off running, throws, caught. Kobe Young inside the 10 and down inside the 5-yard line. There's a flag down back on the near numbers at the 23. It's a 27-yard gain of Bryce Diaz.
Personal foul, blindside block on the offense.
Four-man rush. Stockton runs through it. Got to the 20. Gunner Stockton's the holder. And that one is no good. Jeremiah Cobb
And up inside. They haven't been able to do much in the second half.
Arnold down the middle, man open! And they cannot complete. Third down and 7. He got away from Quintavious Johnson. He did not get away.
To stop him on third down.
Hudson Cox's last punt went 14 yards. This one's better. Zachariah Branch the fair catch. With the lack of scoring by the offense when the defense is playing well enough to win every week, he said that has not been the case. Stockton throws. That's tipped. Georgia trying to make it 9 straight wins against Auburn, which would match its longest winning streak in the long history of this rivalry. He's in on third down. Stockton throws, caught. London. Humphreys had the catch of the year for them so far this season at Tennessee. A touchdown when they were down by 8 with 2.5 to go. They got the 2-point. Just his second road start in the SEC. Branch went in motion. Just a 3-man rush, and they complete another pass here to lead the team. Nate Frazier, the running back. Flag down. He's down after about an 8-yard run.
To the backfield.
Holding offense number 56.
Tackle. Dontrell Glover, the true freshman at right guard. Hughley, the right tackle. Over the middle. Stockton completes it. Even Olivia. 2 of the 3 triplets with their brother Jake. Here's Zachariah Branch. Looked like he got 3 of their last 4. They are in field goal range. But they want the first down, and they won't get it on that play. McCray. On 4th down, Stockton throws, caught. First down. Over 5.5 minutes.
Well, look at how the defenders are watching Zachariah Branch. He's been the go-to guy all night long, so he's got 2 defenders that drag out with him. And as a result, Humphreys is...
They're definitely in field goal range now, but hoping for the touchdown that would likely put it away. Nate Frazier. From the 30, wide it goes to Branch. Dylan Bell out there trying to block. First half, Georgia's completely turned the tables in this half. On 3rd down and 1, Stockton throws. Nate Frazier the catch. Georgia had run 11 plays in 28.5 minutes in the first half. This is the 14th play of this drive, and it's Frazier stacked up at the 15. Another set of downs. Frazier, the running back, trying to bounce outside. Nate Frazier down to the 10. 3. Stockton's going to run for the first down. Lunges for the pylon. Touchdown, Georgia.
What a response by Gunnar Stockton and the Georgia Bulldogs. Nothing going their way until that fumble was forced at the goal line. And the response with 20 unanswered points and just a gutsy 8-minute and 45-second drive that went 78 yards and 16 plays for the game winner.
Payne Woodring adds the extra point. First down, and they could have really run out the clock.
And just complete flow all the way to the left-hand side. They were sticky in coverage, and if he just takes a knee right there, goes into a baseball slide.
They should have gone down.
I think he's definitely going to hear about that one in the review of the film tomorrow.
Woodring's 10 tackles and a big forced fumble at the goal line. Arnold almost got sacked. Takes it down and runs out of bounds. He's rushed for 56 and a touchdown. And he almost threw his down run a moment ago. Just the second first down for Auburn in this half. And he's totally on the wrong part. We're 0 for their last 4 on 3rd down. They brought extra rushers. Coleman, the catch. He's out of bounds short of the fumble. No fumble will be debated for a long time. Cobb carries for a first down.
The balance again.
Safety's very deep for Georgia, as you might expect. And here comes pressure after Arnold. Hit as he throws. Got it off incomplete.
Jump and get it.
Quick pass caught by Prescott. This 4th and 5 gets over, and it's Arnold trying to do it on a quarterback draw, it seemed, and he's stopped for a loss by Kristen Miller. Well, it's one. Yeah, Gunnar Stockton run. I mean, if he of all time, certainly on his way to the college football.
A long, methodical drive capped by a gutsy running touchdown from you. What did you say to your teammates in the timeout ahead of that play?
Yeah, tonight it wasn't the way we wanted it to go, but we found a way, and I'm really glad to be a part of this team.
Your offense wasn't able to do much until that final drive of the first half. What changed after that allowed you guys to score 20 unanswered points?
Yeah, that's why they gave you 4 quarters, and we never quit, and I just love this team, and it's a great atmosphere, and it's just awesome, great SEC win.
Your defense with the shutout in the second half, what kind of fight did you see from that group?
They're awesome. They never gave up. Just the work they go to every day at practice, and they're resilient, and I love them.
What did you learn about your team on the road in this environment, in this rivalry win?
Yeah, we'll never quit. It was a great environment here tonight, and it's what you play for, so it was really special.
Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
Sean.